he had a very long relationship with her. He called me up and he said, "You got her passion, you got everything about her, and you even got her loneliness." And she lived in a dark world. And pulled herself out of it.
But the darkness here came from something deep within her.
I think the darkness came from, well, she's an actress. And the darkness, I think, came from a lot of loss. There was a lot of death, losing your mother, she was essentially an orphan. I say in the book she'd been raped as a very young woman. And she saw a lot of toughness. And she was tough.
And she wasn't afraid to project it.
And she wasn't afraid to, well, she was afraid, but she did it anyway.
She did it, yeah.
She went through the fear to the other side.
Did Billy Wilder help a lot?
I think he did. There's a great story where, not about helping her get through that, but the great story is when they were about to shoot the scene where after they dumped his body on the tracks, and then they get back in the car, and he was on his way to lunch. And he was about to go into a car, and there was a car that was having trouble starting. And he said, "Oh my God, we have to go back and do this." He said the car isn't going to start.
And
what a great moment.
It's a great moment. I'll bet every person in this room wanted that car to start. So you were for a moment rooting with the killers, am I right? Isn't that Billy Wilder's playing with us too?
Billy Wilder totally plays with us in this movie in every possible way. And Raymond Chandler, I'm just, for all you Raymond Chandler fans, in my other life as a book publisher and editor, I'm publishing a book by a man named Barry Day that is, it's Raymond Chandler in his own words. He never wrote an autobiography or a memoir. And what this man did was go through all of his novels, all of his letters, many of his short stories, and piece together Raymond Chandler telling the story of his life. And it's going to be an amazing book. It is an amazing book. It's very revealing. He was a dark soul, and there's a lot of that. It's a brilliant script. If you've never read the script and you're interested in how a script reads, this is flawless.
Now, you spent a long time with the life of Barbara Stanwyck, and a long time with Barbara Stanwyck. It must have felt like you were living with her for
I was living. It didn't feel like it. I was living with her. Because I was living with her in my apartment, in my house upstate, where I had all of my research, all of my interviews,